Hello, YouTube. This is the intake presented by Mike's Model Shop, and I'm Mike. Welcome back. I'll show you a few equipment and materials ads and some stash ads, and then a little update on my NASCAR group build I've been working on. First, I finally did it. Finally bought a air compressor and airbrush. It's the Avanti. It's Harbor Freight. I thought I'd start out cheap and see if I could even do it. I found out that I am terrible with this kind of trigger, dual action, but it's the button. Came with the compressor. Not that they're bad, it's just I am. So I bought this master airbrush with the trigger. Way easier for me. This thing works well, as far as I can tell. I'm very new to this whole thing. I spent 2 years playing around with one of these. Got very little accomplished with it. I'm not saying this thing's bad, but I'm terrible with it. Awful. It's really awkward to handle. I couldn't find parts. I bought a hose and couldn't find parts to connect it to the compressor and the gun. They're very small adapters, threads. So I gave up and finally bought a compressor. And I actually had a fun time yesterday. I thought it was me for 2 years. I couldn't use an airbrush, but I can paint now. So I painted the whole bottom of my Richard Petty 71 Roadrunner chassis because I filled in the all the ejector pin marks. Kind of. They're still there, but they look better at least. And then I painted it the blue. So I just wanted to show you that. Move some of the stuff out of the way. I bought some other things. Messing with. I really like metallics. I see all these guys, Gary G. Seeds and Tommy. Gosh, what's his name? Scale Plastic Hobbies or something. Can't remember his name. I'm sorry, Tommy. Love their work, but I bought some metallics to play around with. These are just acrylic metallics I'm playing with to start with. I'm going easy. It's indoors yet. I do have an air spray booth. I have the master spray booth too to go with the air gun, so that works out well. That thing's really nice. My wife bought me that for my birthday. I bought some other things. These little clips. Bought them at, I don't know if you had. There we go. At Menards. Bought a box, container of 20 of them, different variety of sizes, for $4 or $5. I think they were $5. But I have other little clips and stuff. But I just thought I'd try something. I see everybody using these. You can get around more bigger objects with these than what I have. Speaking of that metallic, that gold metallic I sprayed on the spoon, and then I sprayed this extreme lacquer over it. It's pretty cool. One thing is, it's really rough. I don't know how many coats of clear it would take. I'll try it on the spoon. See what it takes to cover that so it's smooth and not a rough. It feels like a sandpaper finish. I did get some more Tester's tube glue. Don't cringe. This stuff is very good for filling gaps. It really helps out. It from what I heard through other modelers, more experienced modelers, that it actually has styrene in it. I don't know if that's true or not, but that's what I heard. And it fills a gap. Like you say, you're putting your exhaust, tying it into the headers, and there's the seam there, the big ugly looking connection. You put some of this on there, let it harden, sand it down, paint it over, and it looks like you welded it together. It's really, not only that, but for fender gaps or whatever, you know, like front end to the fender, all those kind of gaps you fill in with that. It really works. I've used it a lot lately. Once I heard that it can do that, it's awesome. I love it. Um, Other tool I bought a while ago, and this is because of Lucas C. He showed these. Um, they're a great little tool. It comes with a variety of bits. Very low RPM. You can get it up higher, but it's more controllable than a Dremel. And it doesn't melt the plastic like the Dremel. And it comes with a whole bunch of little tools. I mean, it's got a little circular saw that's... Here, I can show it to you real quick here. Look at this. I use this thing to cut parts off and everything. This thing's phenomenal. You just turn the RPMs up a little bit more, and cuts right through everything. It's just a blast. You can polish with it. I bought some polishing pads, polishing wheels. So this thing was like $23 on Amazon. So it's well worth it. You can do mold lines, sand down where you cut off the sprue gently. You know, you use this diamond. I found this one to be the most accurate for me. File all those things down so you don't gouge the plastic like I tend to do. But it's a good tool, real good tool. Another thing I really like are these holding tweezers. I don't know what the technical term is, but you see a distributor in there. I mean, these things really hold, and they're great for decals. Grab your decal and dunk it in the water. You don't have to go fishing out your decal out of the water. It just hangs onto it. Pull it out, put it on the paper towel or whatever you use. You're all set. You still have the decal. Just don't grab the decal. Just grab the paper. Don't grab the decal with it. I've done that. Trust me, it's no fun. One other thing, I was going to try and show you this. I'm going to move some things right here real quick. I'm going to have to move you over. This is a little tip for anybody with the dropsies. I put a cheap, it's like a little over $20. It's a type keyboard tray under my desk. And when I sit down, I pull this out. It can hold little tools like it holds this rotary tool. I usually keep it right here. Things that I use a lot, I keep right here. And I put this felt pad in here. It's a piece of felt. And the stuff drops, and it saves me from a lot of dropsies. Searching around on the floor. Put you back now. Just thought it'd be a good little tip for you. Okay, a couple stash ads. Hobby Lobby had their sale. So I got the 67 Corvette. I didn't want to wait anymore. I'm a Corvette fanatic ever since I was a little kid. Finally got one about 6 years ago. Dream car, obviously. Yeah, I really wanted this kit. And I kept putting it up because I tend to go after ones that have been out in the market longer, and they're going to end up on eBay for $20 more than they were at Hobby Lobby. But I got this one. I pulled the trigger. The other Hobby Lobby I was at in Arizona, they had, was a Streaker Vet or whatever it is. Oh, man, I want that car so bad, too. But this one, Hobby Lobby here where I live doesn't have it. So I might have to order that one online. I got some Extreme Lacquer Icy Blue Metallic for it. I'll probably do it. I'm going to do it the blue with the white Stinger stripes. And the probably white seats and black carpet and probably dash. I like that look. I always thought that was an iconic look back in the day. I also got the Charger Daytona. I know. Scary kit, but I don't have one. and 40% off. I couldn't pass it up. I already looked in the kit, and I was like so surprised to see there's extra parts in here. I'm going to show you something here. I didn't take them out, but let me zip this open real quick. Bear with me. Sorry. I just found this amusing. They got these cool looking Craigers in here, right? Look at how deep those are. It's awesome. Those are some awesome wheels that you can use on a lot of cool kits. But they only have where they're at. They only have the standard tires in here. You can't use them at all. So you can't use those wheels at all. You can only use the original wheels. So I found that amusing. And they have the front end for the Charger, so if you don't want to do the Superbird, but that's the whole reason I bought the kit. I think really the tin is cool. I like it. I didn't go after it for the tin. I went after it for the car. And I believe I'm going to do that one in Purplicious. Love that color. Extreme lacquers. With the white stripe, I looked, it has the white stripe, so I'll do the white stripe, white seats, black carpet, probably black dash. As far as the NASCAR group build, I've show you some of my progress. I was really stuck at the painting process until I got the airbrush and the compressor, which I can actually airbrush now. It's amazing. I thought it was me for 2 years. I thought I was a terrible painter. But I did start, and I did post these on the groups. I made the seat, scratch built. Gary Westfall made an incredible 71 Roadrunner, Richard Petty 71 Roadrunner. Then he made a street twin, just phenomenal. Made me want to go out and get another Roadrunner, because that was such a great idea. So anyway, he built a scratch-built seat, and I asked him what he did, and he basically told me. So I did. I couldn't do the decals like he did, and so my wife loves to sew and's got a giant room full of sewing materials, and this is just ribbon. So I took the ribbon. First I took a thicker material. I don't know where I put it. And I made small little pieces in each spot and glued them in. It's like an 1/8 inch thick, so gave the illusion of padding. And then I cut all these pieces. I made a template. Here, let me back up a second. I made a template like I've been told to do on so many videos. Guys that scratch built do this. They're so into it. They're so smart at this stuff. So I made this template out of just a piece of cardstock. So then I made each piece out of the ribbon. And I'm keeping this template, by the way, because I have more of these kind of cars, and I'm probably going to build more seats. Hopefully get better at them. But I cut each piece, had them ready, taped off the back completely, and then I used the 3M spray glue, like it's for material and stuff. It's for gluing batting on cushions for couches and stuff. I did some upholstery back in the day. So anyway, I sprayed that on there, let it take up for a second. And I was all ready, and I put all these pieces on and worked them. You have to work them quite a bit to stay down there. And they actually glued in well. And then I took, and it's hard to tell, but I took 1/4 inch thread and made piping all the way around the edge to finish it off. I mean, 1/4 inch thread. I mean, a piece of thread to make piping. And it's not 1/4 inch, but it's just regular sewing thread. It was the thickest my wife had. And it came out pretty cool. So that's the seat. Did the dashboard's ready. Little black wash. Little chrome pen on the little buttons and switches. The motor's getting there. I'm going to wire it now. So be my first Hemi I get to wire, which is cool. And then I did the steering wheel because Gary Boswell said there's so many pictures online of this car, which there are. There's a lot of pictures. So I went online and I looked, and there was it had the electrical tape wrapped all the way around the steering wheel. So I saw another modeler had his roll bars wrapped, and I asked him what he did. I kind of knew, but I just wanted to hear him say it. He said he cut tiny little strips of electrical tape and wrapped them. So I did it. That's exactly what I did. They're less than a 16th strips, and they're tiny. And it took probably 20 minutes or so to wrap it. Not horrible. But it came out cool. Looks like the steering wheel. Kind of neat. So that's about where I'm at. That wraps it up. It's everything I've got going on right now. I just thought I'd give you an update. Thanks for watching. And I'll have an update soon, hopefully. Thank you. Thanks for watching. Hope to see you on the next video. Please like, subscribe, and leave a comment. Take care.